Hey everybody, it's Cindy Matalucci, your host of The Pulse and Live with Cindy. It's Friday, my favorite day of the week. The spring flowers are out, the weather's getting nice, people are getting vaccinated, things are happening with our economy. I'm so excited. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We love spending 30 minutes with you, bringing you the best stories, highlighting local businesses, what's going on, bringing you resources. So thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, you guys, we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, our website, and LinkedIn. So wherever you like to hang out, you can watch us Fridays at 11. And of course, we have a great show for you today. I want to start out by thanking my sponsors. You know how much we love our coffee here at The Pulse. We don't do anything unless we have our coffee. First we drink the coffee, then we do the things. So we want to thank Coffee Ambassador. They're right down the street from us in Sorrento Valley. They've been around for 50 years doing coffee delivery right. We love them. Thank you guys so much. Also, Flax for Life, who has the best products. They give us products, for our clients, for our staff. It's flax, it's made healthy, it's gluten-free, it's nut-free, it's soy-free, all the things that I love. So I want to thank you so much, for being our sponsor. And you guys can use our promo code, which we have up on the screen, anytime you buy. So thank you guys so much. Okay, so my shout-outs, you guys. I have to start out talking about Socal mini pigs. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, I'm obsessed with mini pigs. Let's just get that out of the way. That's on my bucket list. So I went to Socal mini pigs, you guys. They're in Valley Center. It's so cute. It was on my bucket list to play with little pigs, and I was not disappointed. So Sandra and her husband, Wes, they're amazing. They have over 30 pigs on the property. So she came from NorCal. She moved out here, brought the 30 pigs. They just recently bought land to bring all the animals. So they have pigs, goats, chickens. They have a baby lamb. Aww, that is so cute, you guys. So I love it. So great. They also sell mini pigs, so you can actually buy mini pigs. I did not get a mini pig that day. I came home with this. This was my mini pig. But don't worry, I'm going to get one from these guys. So I just wanted to say they're awesome. I think for an hour visit, it's $25, you guys, for ages 6 to adult. So it's really reasonable. You get an hour on the farm. It's $20 for ages 2 to 5. Infants 1 year and under are free. So check them out, you guys. We have all the information up for you. It's socalminipigs.com. And I want to thank Wes and Sandra for our fabulous time. And we're actually doing a TV segment on them too. So stay tuned. We're going to take you inside. Oh, and I want to tell you something funny. I didn't know this about pigs, but apparently they're kind of like, some of them are a little bit blind or they don't see well. So they sniff you. They take their snouts and they come up and they kind of like touch you and things like that, and then if they like you, they nip you. They give you like little love nips, I guess you would call it. So I got one, so they liked me. So anyway, you guys, SoCalMiniPigs.com. Check them out. Mention The Pulse when you go out there, and stay tuned for our TV segment. Okay, you guys, so you know how much we love fashion here on The Pulse. We love the fierce fashion. We're always about fashion. So I am so excited, you guys. I've been working with Fashion Week San Diego for a long time. Love them. I have the powerhouse ladies from Fashion Week San Diego here today. I want to welcome Allison Canter, the founder.
Hi.
How are you?
It's fun to be here in your space. I love it.
And pregnant and looking gorgeous.
Oh yeah, right there, ready to pop.
And then we have Gwen Bates, who's the director.
Hi, nice to be. I'm so happy to be here. I'm thrilled.
We're so excited to have you.
Well, thank you.
We can't wait. We're all color coordinated too.
We are.
We did the color coordination today. We have to do that. And then Calah Olson of Outsider Clothing, one of the designers.
Hi, I'm so pumped to be here. I'm so excited for Fashion Week too. Like, you guys are not prepared. It's gonna be so exciting.
That's the thing about Fashion Week, right? And that's what I was gonna say to you guys. I mean, I know about you guys. I love you guys. I've been following you forever. I mean, 10 years strong, right? Over that now? How
14.
Many? 14 years strong.
It's our 14th year.
14 years strong.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are one of the most impactful events in California. Over 100 plus designers all over the world. I mean, you've done so much. So educate the viewers a little bit about Fashion Week.
Yeah, so Fashion Week San Diego is a traditional fashion week, and we're very proud of that. We're one of the only independently owned and operated fashion weeks in North America that is the longest running. So we are recognized by the industry. We have the CFD's support. We've done collaborations with actual New York Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week. We've even worked with other fashion weeks abroad. And we are very, very fortunate that even though San Diego, and we're all biased as being San Diegans, right? We have a great position here as being a border city too. So we are the only official bi-national fashion week in the world. We usually have an equal representation of Latino designers or participation from our Latin brothers and sisters across the border, as we do with our US citizens, which we're very proud of being a border town. And in addition, our Fashion Week has been able to be a really strong launching pad for these emerging brands. And that, I think, as the founder, is my biggest takeaway, is we actually deliver what we say we're going to do. So whether you're a model who wants to get discovered and then become a New York-based model, like we've seen happen several times with many of our models, or an emerging brand like Calah here, who wants to launch and be the next name known to everybody and covered on Nasty Gal or wherever else, or Dolls Kill partnership with you. That's where I see you going. I see them coming after you. That's right. But you know, like, that's what my biggest takeaway is we're actually producing the results we're saying we're going to do. So we've been a great catalyst and a launching pad for amazing creative talent. And the neat thing is San Diegans and even people now virtually get to see it for themselves first.
We're so excited. Okay, so Gwen, I mean, you are no stranger to fashion.
Oh, I'm not.
You launched G-Fashion in 2015, right?
Yeah.
And it was a brand selected by Top Model. So how is it joining Fashion Week?
It's fabulous. So yeah, in 2015, that's actually where I got my official start with the Fashion Week platform with Allison.
Yeah.
And from there, I just launched incredibly. And so being, here in Fashion Week, it's surreal because I know what it can do for a brand. And I want to see every brand succeed, especially, brands like Calah's and all of our designers this year. And I love it. I'm kind of biased. I'm a unicorn. I was born and raised here, so.
Oh, you really are.
25%.
You're one of the rare.
Wow.
So this has my heart, and so I know what it can do. And there are real results, and like I've had several results myself, and I just want to see that for other designers because I do understand the struggle.
I love that so much. And you guys, I know you guys curate stuff all year long. So this is not just this time of year. It's all year long that you're doing things. Now with COVID, I know you guys had to pivot a little bit. So talk to us a little bit about how that's working now.
So last year was Gwen's first year coming on as acting director, and I felt terrible because can you imagine? Hi, welcome to Fashion Week San Diego. We do this whole portfolio of events a year. Oh, and by the way, you can't throw any events.
Yeah.
So we literally in the 11th hour, you're correct, had to pivot. We went completely virtual. We canceled all our signature events except for the big October runway shows. It was very, very important that we followed through and held our commitments to our designers and our fan base and learn on the fly how to produce a very large scale event. And it was like the Oscars. I mean, we brought in a whole film crew. We had multiple camera angles. We had a whole production bay with switchers, and I was running one of the switchers and calling shots. I mean, it was incredibly fun and stimulating after doing something for so long, so it gets mundane,
Yeah.
So changing it up like that was very fun for me, but we were, to be quite candid, we just would have been happy if we had 100 people buy a virtual ticket at that situation. Last year was really tough, and a lot of our colleagues didn't make it. We ended up having over 650 people buy virtual tickets in the 11th hour to tune in.
That's great.
It was so flattering. I almost get emotional. I'm very pregnant, but I almost get emotional because, we had conversations where I said, you know what, Gwen, if we just got 50 people, 100 people, let's take that as a success.
And then to have that many more.
This is the worst case scenario. We're blessed that we're even able to see this to the end. Many colleagues and, like I said, many events are not coming back. Mm-hmm. We got to hang, and then we had that response, which that's very low for our occupancy anyways, but because
the community
of the climate,
loves you.
I'm still elated over it, and I'm very thrilled about that, even though it's not like this crazy, gargantuan number. The fact that even people were willing to commit and go virtual with something that's such a fun signature live event, it's not really fun virtual. Let's think about it. Like, what's fun about the runway is you're sitting there and you're in the front row and you have your cocktail and the red carpet. You want to be in person. So that was incredible. But this year, knowing what we did last year, we did a survey, like I was telling you off camera, to really read our audience comfort level. What we've decided to do is only do our 3 signature events. So we have our spring showcase next week, which you'll be attending.
I can't wait.
And that will be free and live on Instagram and Facebook. And then for those who got a lucky ticket, they get to come.
And that's the 22nd.
Yeah, that's the 22nd, and Gwen can tell you more about that.
Okay.
And then we have our big event, the Art and Beauty Behind Fashion Week, or fashion event with Sotheby's in New York, which got canceled last year and went completely virtual, and that was such a shame. But it was great for us to be virtually still connected to them. But this year in Manhattan, our designers will actually get to be in that gallery and do our signature event there in New York. So we're very pleased about that. And then, of course, our signature runway shows in October. So and all of these events will have a virtual component again, so people don't feel like they're going to be missing out on it, and have access to it from wherever you're at in the world. And also for those who are ready to get out and socialize and be in person, you'll have that option as well.
That's amazing. Okay, so let's talk about the Spring Showcase event. I cannot wait. So the 22nd, right?
Yes.
Give us the scoop.
Okay, so the 22nd, you can tune in live on social media, on Facebook and on Instagram at fashionweeksd.com. Well, Fashion Week SD. That's
Okay.
our social handle.
Okay.
So you can actually tune in both ways. It's really great because our sponsor is U4RIK Distillery and Event Space. And we are doing a hosted bar for those who are there in person. I know.
This might be a bad decision. We're going to find out. U4RIK says it's good. We'll find out.
Yes. And so that's, of course, anyone 21 and over.
Yes.
And so at this event, we're going to have 9 distinguished designers, Calah being one of them, and they're all so diverse in their aesthetic and their style. So we picked the top elite this year.
Okay.
Because of our New York partnership,
Yeah.
we only wanted 9 to go with the 9 paintings this year.
Wow.
So this is going to be a really good sneak peek at each designer and a look from either the collection they're going to be building, like one look, or something that's previous, but it's true to who they are. So you can get a feel for the design and what they're going to be seeing in the fall.
Okay.
And free drinks, distillery.
Tell
Well, and
them
it's
about a
glowing
fun
vodka.
fact
It's like home of the
about
glowing
homegirl
vodka.
designers
That's
this
what I
year.
heard.
Yeah. Isn't it glowing vodka?
Yeah,
It's like glowing
so-
vodka. It's glowing.
So yeah, the head distiller, Rick, is actually, his background is in like biochemistry. He's actually like a smarty pants that likes to drink, which is super
Whoa.
fun, right? So he knows, and I'm sure it's like, some, bioluminescent algae or some cool thing like that. But basically it's totally safe. It doesn't change the composition of the alcohol or what have you. The only thing it does is it makes it glow. So when it's under a black light or in a nightclub, you have this cool glowing drink. It's very fun.
That is
and they're
so fun.
And they're also able to change the colors.
Oh my gosh.
So like on Valentine's Day they had a pink one. On St. Patrick's Day their vodka was green.
That's so
I mean,
cute.
it's pretty cool. But tell them about our fun fact this year that we've never had in our history, and I think it's very on trend. I'm very biased to this myself, but with what's going on in the world too. And Cindy would totally dig this.
Yeah, so all of our designers are female.
We've
We have
never had that
female
happen.
Brands, all of them.
Oh my
100%.
gosh.
Yes. And we have a diverse lineup as well.
Okay.
And so that's another thing that we do have is we have
Our
the
diversity
only
fund.
diversity and cultural program known to any fashion week worldwide here in San Diego.
Wow.
So we're very happy to have that, and we just kind of want to let people know that too. And it's even more incredible that they're all female this year. I
I'm
know,
so excited.
like, how did
Tell
that happen?
Cindy more about our diversity fund though, like what makes it so unique, because that's a very broad word that I think everyone is kind of throwing around.
Right.
It is. And so, well, of course, Allison has built this thing up so diverse, and inclusive from size, shape, color, sex. But we honed in on, the ethnicity. And so we have developed a program that the Diversity Fund is Diversity and Cultural Designer Fund. And so what we're doing there is we're raising money so that we can put certain designers through that the Small Business Act deems socially impacted.
Wow.
So we're trying to go into those underserved communities where there's designers who are professional but just can't get to the level of being on an actual professional fashion week.
But incredibly talented and need their
Yes.
shot.
And we know that there's so many pop-up fashion weeks everywhere, even in San Diego, but this one is original and it is here to stay. It's been, since 2007. And with this, they will get that professional experience so that they don't, because I know a lot of people, like myself as a designer, sometimes we get off the path and we take part in a whole bunch of different events. But this one is different because it is professional, and we help them develop a business plan so that they launch successfully into the community once they're off our platform. So this is totally different.
This is amazing.
And
It's
we're
pretty
super
cool.
proud to have it
Wow.
here.
This is so exciting. And how many designers do you guys have?
9 this year.
So you have 9.
We capped
Okay.
it at 9 because of the New York partnership with Sotheby's,
Okay.
and we are working with 9 curated works of art that we've assigned them to.
Okay.
And also because we didn't know what the climate would be.
Right.
And I'd rather be cautious than ambitious right now, right? So we didn't want to go past 10, and then when we got the painting submitted back from our partner, the Art Renewal Center in Sotheby's, it was a total of 9, so we just
Okay.
worked with that number.
That's
where we
great.
capped it this year.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so we are going to get a sneak peek of some designs today, right? So Calah, talk to us about your inspiration. I want to learn a little bit about you. 20 years old.
Yes.
I mean, you already have this line. I'm so impressed with everything
Thank
that you're
you.
doing.
Thank
so talk to
you.
us about your line.
Okay, yeah. So Outsiders Clothing is a brand that I created literally a week after my 18th birthday when I was still in college. I started it with $30 to my name, so like broke as a college student can be. But I grew up an artist, and my parents are both artists, and I wanted to, turn that into a career. And it is literally a dream come true that we're here now, and like being a part of Fashion Week, it's incredible.
And so you're in a look today.
I am.
So tell us about what you're wearing.
So I am wearing our Toxic active jacket and joggers. I'm known for like loud graffiti type stuff. So this is like one of my favorite sets. Little matching moment.
It's so cute. And I love too is that you felt like an outcast, right? When you were growing up. So this line for you, there's a lot of passion behind putting it together.
Oh yeah, because I was always like the weird kid that like got picked on or like dressed funny. I didn't have a lot of friends, and I wanted to make like my life's goal to help other people like never feel like they're actually alone, and they actually do fit in. You just got to find your crew,
I love that. Oh my gosh, I'm so
Your
excited.
tribe, your crew. Yeah.
Exactly.
Find your tribe. Okay, so we have Andre here today who looks fabulous. He's going to come out and showcase a look. So walk us through what Andre is going to be wearing today.
All right, so Andre is in our graffiti joggers, and the top and jacket are kind of a new thing I'm doing. So they're hand painted. I'm very inspired by like old school punk culture and punk rock and everything that like the old school punk values stand for. And so that was kind of inspired by that. As you can see, I went a little nuts on the safety pins.
I love that.
Yeah, so for Fashion Week, I'm doing something that I don't think my fans have ever seen before, and that's why I'm really excited. I'm doing very one-of-a-kind pieces.
So these are hand painted.
Yes.
This is insane.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when your line, what do you want people to feel with your line?
I want it to make people think.
Okay.
All of my designs and stuff all have like a story and a meaning, and as art is, it's up for interpretation. And I want it to, have people think like, what does this mean to me?
Well, and you stand out with these pieces, which I love.
Oh yeah.
And how exciting is it to be part of Fashion Week?
Oh my gosh, I literally cried when I found out that I was chosen as a designer. Like literally I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I got in. But, oh yeah, I made a cake too.
Oh, she made
when I found out. I did.
Oh my
And tagged us, and it was the
I did. I was like, I am celebrating right now. I deserve a cake. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I love that.
And
That's a great lesson.
How about like interacting with the other designers? Is that
It
that
is
must
so
have been
inspiring.
amazing.
It's so inspiring. It's so cool, and like all of our designers this year are female, and like that is so cool to be in like a group of such like driven, amazing women. Like that, it's so cool.
And so how much will you showcase at the showcase event? How many looks?
I'm doing one look for the
One
April
look.
showcase.
Okay, so it will be one look.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we love it. You look amazing. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, you guys, thanks for our exclusive. So there's several events going on, so we want to make sure that you guys get the information on the Spring Showcase event. So I know we have everything up on the website, and you can get all that information. And then the designer runway show, the trunk show, right?
Yeah, that's how we always close. You know,
Right.
we always do our designer runway shows, and then the following day is our signature trunk show, which we didn't do last year due to COVID and being virtual. It's obviously something you need to interact with. So this year we will do it again, and we're very excited. So you'll actually be able to shop and touch and feel and interact with the designers and see their collection that just came off the runway the next day.
Wow.
As well as we do our award show that day, which is really fun because guests of Fashion Week can always vote on our app. And last year we had to do it live from our breakfast meeting rooftop at the Hotel Republic. This year we'll actually get to have an actual award ceremony again, which will be lovely.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
you guys. And I'm sure you guys want to shout out to your sponsors. You guys always have such amazing sponsors.
We're very lucky.
I'm blown away when I see all the people that you're working with. And then also I want to give you guys kudos for all the charity work that you do and the giving back component, because you do a lot and you both. It's so powerful.
You know, I think what's important is, like you said, find your tribe, find your group. Well, one thing that's always been important to me is you get what you give, right? So even outside of Fashion Week, it's just part of my lifestyle. Gwen was also the same way. So what's been nice is having her come on board as a director. We already share a lot of the same morals or just outlooks about how to take care of our community, whether it's inside Fashion Week San Diego or also outside. And that's very transparent and it's very authentic. And I love that, because I think, like you said, you noticed it without us having to say it, and that's important.
Yeah, you guys do so much. I know you for the military community too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which is huge.
Well, it is, because, we're a military state.
Yeah.
And, we can't forget our military. And so part of the masks that were donated last year by designers went to the military in Lemoore and to Camp Pendleton, because they were in need.
And then some went to Rady's Children's Hospital, because
Yes.
I just... I'm always finding a way to get them in, and Rancho Coastal Humane
And then
Society
I would say
for
the
my
animals for you.
is
I know.
huge. I know.
Everybody that knows you knows that.
I know, I can't help it. That's babies and animals and designers. I'm done. You got me.
But that's what I think what's so great about you guys, and that's why the community supports you so much too, is because that component and the passion for what you do, people see through if it's not true. It's really true with you guys. I mean, you want to bring people up. You want to take them to the next level, elevate, and give back. So I just want to say, thank you for doing that and supporting the community for everything that you guys do.
Thank you.
Because we love it.
That's sweet. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yay. Well, thank you guys. Okay. Well, so check everything out. We'll have everything on the website. Thank you, ladies, for being here, the Powerhouse ladies.
Thank you.
And
so
Andre,
fun.
we can't forget
Hi,
Andre.
everybody. Yeah, Andre.
So
Token mail today.
the token mail today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are actually going to be off next Friday. Just to let you guys know, we'll be in Nashville. We got some traveling going on. So
Yay.
stay tuned. We might be having some segments in Nashville. But we'll be there kind of traveling, so we'll be off. But we'll be back the following Friday. And if you go to the Fashion Week event, hit us up, tell us what you thought about it. If you guys have questions, we can put you in touch with the right people. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. Thanks, guys. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.